Welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna if you're new, and for today's video I decided to do a video on makeup that I don't wear anymore. I am constantly trying out new stuff, and I do have quite a lot of makeup that I just don't usually reach for anymore, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to sit down and just try all of this makeup once again, and I'm just looking at all my products right here. If you're wondering, and I've got quite a lot, and makeup like this. And I just wanted to make sure if I don't like the product at all, I'm gonna get rid of it, just because I did want to sit down and declutter my makeup collection, but I realized I'm just not sure entirely how I feel about the product, and that's what this video is going to be about. I know this video is probably 100 years old by now, so let's just jump into the video. So first things first, I'm sorry if you can hear some music playing in the background. I'm just listening to some of it while I'm just going to sit here and chat to you guys, which I haven't done in ages, which is actually why I kind of wanted to sit down and chat to you guys as well and tell you what's been going on. So for primer, I'm just going to apply my porefessional primer from the Benefit Cosmetics. Sorry, yeah, it is a mini version. So with this little guy, I actually tried this only once and I wasn't particularly too impressed. I don't know, I just didn't find anything special about it, and at that time everyone was hyping this primer just so much, so I'm just gonna apply to the areas where I've got bigger pores. So it would be around my nose. It smells really nice. And I'm also going to leave in the description box all of my opinions, because I want to see how all of these products wear throughout the day. So right now it's actually pretty late. It's actually 5:22. Yes, as you can see. And I'll wear it for a couple of hours, and I'll just tell you guys how I actually feel in the description box down below if I won't forget to. I've been actually pretty busy, I'm not gonna lie. I've started college, so this is going to be my final year, which is pretty scary. Okay, moving on to my brows. I'm going to apply the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown, and I was really obsessed with this when I first got it. I just thought, wow, this is so easy, and you know, you can create the full brow, especially if you've got no brows. I feel like you will love this. Ooh, this is really dark. This is really dark. But that's the thing, I always tried to create very light strokes with this little guy, and as you can see, no, I really don't like this. Okay, so it didn't turn out as bad as I expected it to. It's actually pretty okay. Like I said, you will probably like this product if you don't have a lot of brow, and I don't know, I just find it a little bit easier to work with a pencil instead. And I'm just trying to clean up my brows a little bit and make them a little bit less dramatic. So I'm just using a clear brow gel. And then all I do is wipe out the excess brow. I think they're pretty even. What do you think, guys? Okay, so since brows are done, I'm just going to move on to eyes. So I'm just going to use the number 7 Stay Perfect Smoothing and Brightening Eye Base. The reason why I got this, I was looking for actually an eye base, and it was before I actually knew that you can actually use concealer as your eye base. I mean, I don't know, did I live under a rock or what was happening? But anyways, the reason why I don't reach for this anymore is because it's pink. It's literally pink, as you can see. Um, Anyways, it's pink and you can depot this. So I'm just going to use my finger and apply this. Let's see. It's really creamy, but I feel like I really do need to dig in. It covered everything pretty nice. Okay, for my eyeshadows, I'm going to use the Soap and Glory, the Perfect 10. I don't think this has a name. I don't think it has a name, but it is a limited edition. But the reason why I don't like it is because it has a lot of shimmers and only 2 mattes. And I got this because the colors looked absolutely gorgeous, and obviously when I was getting this, you can't really swatch things in drugstores. Not all drugstores, I'm gonna say. I thought it was going to be pretty good because I did get a couple of things from Soap and Glory and I really liked them, and I just presumed that I will really like the palette as well. And then for this guide, I'm gonna use mattes from this palette. So this is the Maybelline the Nude Shadow, and like I said, with this one is very similar story. Mattes are very chalky as far as I could remember, and I don't know, let's see, okay? Let's see. Okay, so I forgot to apply some powder to my lid, which is just gonna prevent my shadows from slipping and sliding on my eyes, and it's going to prevent also my lids from creasing. That's the word I was looking for. Anyway, so I'm just going to use this very pale shade. Did you see that? I don't know if it was in frame, but I'm just saying that I'm gonna use this very white shade. And the one thing that I'm not ready for is because if I'm going to actually graduate and get a job, that means I'm gonna be an adult. I'm going to be officially an adult, and that sucks so much. And I would love to do YouTube full time. Like, I would love to post videos like 2 or 3 times even a week. That would be my dream. I think it's just so cool, the fact that you can share your passion with like so many people. It's actually pretty cool, and I've just got so many cool ideas with videos coming up. So I might leave the eyeshadow like so. So I'm just going to reach for this taupe shadow, just a little bit lower. And I do want to focus this a lot on my V. Can you see that? They're actually not blending into each other. It looks very muddy, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so my camera had cut me off, but what I was saying, it's very similar to Soft Ochre from MAC. I'm not sure what its entire name is, but I'll try to write it somewhere here down below. I'm pretty sure you've seen it or you've heard about it. I'm sure everyone on YouTube uses that, and the reason why I don't really use this anymore is because it's dry. I do want to try out and see if it will work for my cut creases. So I'm just gonna take a small detail brush and just apply this all over my lid, where I want to kind of carve it out. So something like that. I'm just actually listening to some country music right now, and I've really gotten into country music for the last, I think, year. Because I just started listening to country music, yeah, about this time last year. And what made me fall in love with country music was Sam Hunt. He is amazing singer, songwriter, and it just his songs are just so good. And I feel like it has a little twist to country music of a modern country music, if that makes sense. Which is why I really like his songs. And then there's Lucy Hale. Right now I was listening to Hunter Hayes. He's really good as well. But I still really love some hip hop, some rap. I pretty much listen to anything and everything except rock music. So for my lid, I think I'm gonna go a lot more fall. So I'm just going to apply this dark color. I don't know if you can see. It's very pretty in the sun. Let's see. Not bad pigmentation wise. But it's actually not as pretty on my lid. That was a bad move, and oh my goodness. So what I'll do is I'll spray some Fix Plus, and I'll see if that will help maybe. I love the smell of Fix Plus. It smells just so nice. It looks a little bit better with sorry, there's sun actually in my face. But I don't know if you can see, but it looks a little bit more, a lot more purplier. Whereas this eye that I'm doing right now, it looks a lot, it looked a lot muddier. I think it's because like it kind of blended in with all the other colors. It just didn't stand out in any way whatsoever. I do want to darken it just a tiny bit, so I'm just gonna apply this black from the Nude palette. Just a very tiny bit. Just to add some dimension to the look. So far I don't really like how my eyes are turning out at all. No. You know what? This was the point of this video, to show how bad some of these products are and why I don't use them anymore. So I'm just gonna move on to my face, and I'm just going to use the Maybelline BB cream. So this is just the 8-in-1, and the reason why I got this was because I didn't want to wear foundation during summertime. So I'm just gonna dot this all over my face. And I thought it was pretty cool because there's an SPF in it, so you can protect your sun a little bit as well as get a little color on your face, because I try not to tan my face. I'm actually not sure if this will match me. It looks like it might, so we'll see. And I'm just going to try to stipple this into my face. And obviously you need to blend this down your neck to make sure that it kind of matches. It matches me pretty well. I think it's in the color light. Yeah, light skin. But I really like the look of this BB cream. It looks so nice and so natural. You can definitely see a little color peeking through, so I feel like if you don't want your freckles to show, then maybe this isn't great BB cream for you, but it's definitely light to medium coverage. I'm going to see if it's possible to build this up, so I'm just going to apply it to the areas where I need a little bit more coverage. And you can definitely build this up, but it's not going to completely cover like your spots, because I can still see them. I mean, it's really nice. Okay, so concealer time. This is the Soap & Glory Kick-Ass Concealer. So it comes with powder and it also comes with a color corrector. Oh, you can depot this. That's pretty cool. So this little guy just fell off. I really loved this when I first got it. And I'm not sure what changed, but I just... Oh. It's a little bit of a thicker formula than what I'm used to. Pretty much the reason why I do this in upside down triangles is because, for example, if I do use BB cream, I do have quite a lot of redness over there, especially under my eye area, so it should cover that redness. So I'm going to use the same brush that I use for my foundation. I'm going to pick up again that taupey shade, and then I'm gonna pick up a little bit of a darker taupey shade. I'm just going to move on to my face, and I want to try out this. I've actually got quite a few to try out, contours and bronzers. So from the Rimmel, what is this called? And I'm just gonna guess that this is the contouring palette from Rimmel. It looked absolutely gorgeous when I first saw it, but I didn't get a lot of use out of this. So I really wanted to try out the Bronze Glow Shimmering Bronzer, I believe, which is from the Collection brand. It's a little bit hard to see it on this side, but just judging by this side, I love this. And I mean, you know why, because like honestly, there's a huge hole missing in the center of it. Like, I've used the heck out of this. It has a little shimmer in it, but like it's nothing too much, nothing too extra, which I mean I really like. It gives that really nice glow, and I feel like you'd really love this during maybe summertime. This is Maybelline Master Sculpt Contouring Palette, and I want to contour one side with this and start contouring with this on this side. So I'll use different sides of the brush just so that I don't mix up the products together. Can you see that? It looks pretty orange on me, so if you don't like orange contour, stay away. Stay away. I'm sorry if I'm starting to talk really weird. It's my brace. The wire kind of came out from the very last tooth and it is stabbing me into my cheek, and it's so painful. At one stage, my cheek was bleeding so bad, and I was actually in the store with my mom. I was like, "Mom, my cheek is bleeding." So I just applied my contour on both sides, and as you can see, this one looks a lot more sharper, a lot more cleaner, a lot more like as if it was a shadow, whereas this one, it looks a lot more orange, a lot more muddier, and I just really don't like the formulation of this contour at all. And for blush, like I said, I'm going to use from this, and I'm also going to try to use the highlighter as well. So for blush, I'm just going to focus it. So much powder flying around. I actually completely forgot to apply powder to concealer so it doesn't crease, but I don't know, can you see it hasn't really creased on me? I'm just going to take this powder that comes in with the concealer and right off the bad. I can tell you that I don't like the formulation of this powder. I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's the powder, but it kind of sinks into my fine lines. Like, not that I have any. Like I said, I was meant to actually move on to highlighter. I mean, it's definitely not bad, but it's not the best. Like, for drugstore, it's actually not that bad. Okay, so if you thought that my eyes were a mess right now, you're gonna get even a bigger mess right now. I'm just gonna do some eyeliner. First things first, I'm gonna apply my mascara, and this one is the number 7 Intense Volume Mascara, and I was obsessed with this mascara. Yeah, so this is how the look turned out, and I mean, I gotta admit, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but there are some hits and misses, and as you can see, this side is a lot more nicer, whereas this side I feel like is a total disaster. It's just, there's a lot going on. I love the lip though. I don't know why I don't use this a lot more often. What do you think, guys? Anyways, I'm not going to make it too long because I already know that this video is 100 years old. So I'm just gonna finish right here, and like I said before, I'm gonna put all of the details in the description box down below. Everything that I think about all of these products that are on my face currently. And if you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up. And please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.